Hi. I have calculated what we eat too.
I had to go and get some firewood for us to make some small food.
God just worked in mysterious ways.
Mama, what is it?
It's your Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe? Let me see the message. That's what I'm talking about.
What is it?
How are you, our wife and the children? And how are you coping? Uncle Joe, I'm not coping well.
My friend, what else did he say?
I will be coming to town next week, our wife. There is something very important I would like to discuss with you.
Discuss with me? I wonder what it's all about.
I believe it's for good, Mama.
Bottom line, anywhere Uncle shows, money goes show.
Uncle Joe, welcome!
Yes, my children. How is everyone? How are you, our wife?
Hey, Uncle Joe, you're welcome. We are fine.
Children, guess what?
What, Uncle?
I brought the usual.
Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you, Uncle.
Yes.
Card in partnership with National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, and funded by the Denmark Embassy, Nigeria.
Thank you so much for joining us on another edition of the program. I Wish I Knew, a radio drama and program right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. My name is Del, and we are super glad that you are listening to us on today's edition of the program. And let me quickly say that this program is brought to you by Media Coalition and Awareness to Homeless. And this particular personality, he is the Chief Intelligence Officer, Legal and Prosecution Department, National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP headquarters in Abuja. If you're listening to us from any part of the world and you want to watch, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Just go to @Eagles FM Abuja, @Eagles FM Abuja, and you can drop your comment right there as well. And one of the reasons why we're live is for you to be able to help us share as much as you can. If that is all you've done a great deal in saving somebody's life. So we already have our guest joined online, and we will be hearing all about this. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Or a position of vulnerability. All these are what you have to use to work on someone. I just apply a position of vulnerability or giving or receiving payment or benefit. Giving or receiving payment or benefit to achieve the consent of the person having control over another person or their bondage. So generally, if you pay, then get the consent and then pick someone in a situation when the person is used for servitude, domestic servitude, sexual or reproductive servitude, or a forced labor. If you use all these means I mentioned before, pick someone in a situation of in a irregular condition or better still for the removal of organs. That is then what we say that human trafficking as of well. So basically, this is kind of human trafficking. So basically, it fails towards the gender and then children. Persons on that.
Okay, sometimes you hear things like the Act offers maybe a specific protection for vulnerable groups, maybe like minors or people who were deceived to travel abroad. Is there any provision in the Act that, protects the vulnerable?
For recruitment, that for labor recruitment, education and expression, sporting activities, cultural, musical expressions or communication. So you find out that this is related to smuggling anyway. We don't actually keep smuggling. Smuggling is basically the mandate of the Nigerian. However, there's a provision that's quite related to the issue of smuggling, where we can, if I pay someone, if I receive benefits from someone, or someone is paid anyway, to facilitate the entry of a person into a territory, a country where he's not a resident, where he's not a permanent resident, the person goes in there, takes some money, and then the person, it's an offense under the Act. That is the closest we have after smuggling. It is aiding someone to go into a territory he ought not legally entitled to do it. Now, this is one way latest saying leading people to move out to countries or to tell them are not participating. Now, there are other offenses under the act. There is domestic servitude and forced labor. You find out mostly in the urban. Remember, it's France and anywhere to work as a prostitute. If I organize that, if I facilitate it, if I put machinery in motion to make it happen, I prepare your passport, I get the travel documents for you. If I do all this and I know, yes, this is what you're going to do, I'm offense under the act. That means I organize foreign travel for you to promote your prostitution abroad. Then we have the offenses, there's an offense of procurement, offense related to tour operators and travel agents. Every tour operator and travel agent has the responsibility under the act to ensure that their service, are so they wind up the company, shut down the company. That's another thing. Then procurement of a person for use in armed conflict. You see that in places like in northern Nigeria, you find a lot of exploration, a lot of conflict, a lot. You see the terrorist group or whoever they have to employ somebody to secure the person and then use the person to armed conflict. Usually you find out children, child soldiers and all that legally possible. So it's an offense to restore a person for armed conflict. Then, very interesting one, procurement or recruitment of for organ arrest. One issue, as I said, one issue. Have some investigations going on this. Organ harvesting or removal of organs unlawfully is a grave offense under the act. And these are basically there are offenses, then obstruction. Anybody who obstructs the officers of NAPSIP in doing their job in any way, it's an offense and it's liable. So basically, the main offenses like I thought, there are about 25 major offenses these are the core offenses like I said.
I'm really glad that you took out time to explain this in case somebody is not aware that they could be perpetrating without even knowing, that they are actually doing this. Now let's look a little into the penalties of that perpetrators could face if they get arrested and they're found.
It's a very special provision. It's one of our acts to raise safety nets for the identification, rescue, and support services, victims of human trafficking.
Okay. So in that case, what kind of support does NAPTIV gives to victims? Is there any kind of support that victims get? Because sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you hear things like now government they're not going to do you anything. There's no any kind of fair way government go give person. But is there anything that from NAPTIV goes to the victims?
Yes, our law is a victim-centered law. It's a law that protects the rights of victims. Into the privacy of the victim. So the personal history of the victim of trafficking, whatever, it shouldn't be known. But the fact that I was used for human trafficking, I was taken away, that is not subject to so it protects the identity of the victim. Then, if the victim is outside the country, the law guarantees it after embassy or consulate of the country of which is a citizen. So I can always go to consulate of Nigeria embassy in Italy, wherever. I can lodge my complaint. I can run it there and then say, yes, please, I have been subjected to social and please help me. So the law guarantees you that if you go there and then lodge it. Then there are support services which comes in the form of advocate cells and other social services which I have Then a victim basically, they are used in court proceedings if you are to take a victim to court to testify, basically there are some rights in house. You have to inform the victim of the relevant court and administrative proceedings. You have to tell him the hotline 080. The first one is 080 call NAPID. 080 call NAPID. As you have the keys in your phone, call NAPID. So call NAPID is 0800 2255 627847. That's what call NAPID is.
Okay.
080 02 255 627847. Or this one, take this one, the second one. 070 30,203. That's it.